Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and to the garden. YAJE here, excited to share another gardening video with you. Today I'm going to be harvesting the bitter leaves for the last time this 2022. Then I'm also going to be preparing the bitter leaves for winter. So I wanted to take you along and show you what I do to ensure that I will still have bitter leaves next season. All right, tribe, as you can see, the bitter leaves, they are producing flowers. That's the flower head. I wanted to show it to you, but I'm not going to let it flower because it's doing this very late in the season. The seeds are not going to mature before we have our first frost date. So I'm going to cut my losses and just harvest the leaves, harvest the bitter leaves so I can enjoy the vegetables rather than risk losing it. We are in November, temperatures are dropping and I don't want to lose my bitter leaves. See, that's one of the challenges with growing some of these vegetables out here in the diaspora. You cannot grow them year round. So we need to get ahead of frost and harvest the veggies before you show up one morning and everything is gone. So I thought I should take you along and show you how I prepare the bitter leaves so that next season it will come back. You know, bitter leaves are a perennial shrub. Depending on the severity of your winter season, it may come back the following year or it may not. When I say come back, what I'm trying to say is when it's winter, it's probably going to die. All of the leaves are going to die. But if you do take care of the bitter leaves properly, which is what I will show you, chances are it will come back again in the spring. So let's go harvest the bitter leaves and then I'll show you what I do to winterize the bitter leaf plants. Guys, notice how I planted my bitter leaves in a way that forms like a barrier, like a fence. So bitter leaf back home, the bitter leaf plant is sometimes used as a live fence. Bitter leaf, also known as Vernonia amygdalina, is a medicinal herb native to tropical regions of Africa. So we're talking about Cameroon, Nigeria, and other countries in the area. In Cameroon, we refer to the bitter leaf as ndole, and some tribes in Nigeria call it onugbu. So we consume the leaves as vegetable, and the leaves are used in soups. They are used in cooking different types of dishes. They are also used for tea, and they can be applied on the skin to minor skin irritations because it has medicinal benefits as well. My harvest, guys. Here we go. Here's my bitter leaf harvest. It's about to rain. Let me take this inside and we'll be back. All right, guys, I'm done harvesting. Now I'm going to cut this down really low. Cut it down low. And then I'll apply mulch here. Next season. All right, guys, we're done harvesting and cutting down the stems. As you can see, I cut the stems really low, and then I am going to just mulch this area with leftover stuff from the garden, as you can see, and that is because I want to keep the temperature a little bit warmer over the winter to ensure that the roots don't die, and then in the spring it will come back. The new shoots will come back from the roots that are left. All of these stems, as you see, they're gonna die once it gets like really cold and it, you know, temperatures drop below freezing. All of these stems will die at some point, but the roots, I'm counting on the roots to be back in the spring. So we'll keep applying leftover stuff from the garden over here as mulch. I will get leaves. Maybe when they cut the grass, I can get grass and put here. Leaves from trees that will fall because fall and winter is here. I'll pick up the leaves and put here and mulch the area. So that's how I winterize or overwinter my bitter leaves. That's our harvest, guys. Massive harvest of bitter leaf. They last for the season.